Good morning, it's Monday, April 20th, and I think today's topic is probably the most important that we've covered thus far. I mean, if philosophy is supposed to provide a framework for helping us to live a good life, then the next 4 minutes are really the cliff notes of Stoicism. And starting with the prompt in the Daily Stoic, it is, what are the few real goods? That is, what are the good things in life that we should pursue to help us live that good life? Look, I love sports. I love playing them. I love watching them. I love competing in them. But as I've gotten older, I've realized how much misguided coaching advice I received throughout the years. And the one that comes immediately to mind is winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. I mean, there is so much wrong with this statement. I mean, think about why so many athletes experience the post-Olympic blues immediately after winning the gold medal. Why then did Michael Phelps fall into a deep depression after winning 8 gold medals in 2008 that led to apathy, a DUI, a stint in rehab? Why did Tiger Woods, at the peak of his career, when he was on his way to becoming the most decorated golfer in history, suffer from that epic meltdown? I mean, if we zoom out beyond sport, we can see similar patterns of desire, pursuit, achievement, and then finally letdown. Examples where we were surprised at the emptiness or the void that we felt after reaching a major milestone that we long coveted. Maybe it's tied to wealth, finally achieving that artificial salary target that you had in mind. Or maybe it's finally climbing out of debt after so many years of effort. Or maybe it's buying that fancy new car. Maybe it's about prestige and recognition, earning that degree that you worked hard for, or finally getting a book published. And I could list countless more examples of things that are generally regarded as good, but oftentimes end up disappointing us, even after successful realization. So what went wrong? Well, this is what happens when we build our identity on the incorrect things, when we attach success or failure to misguided objectives, and when our interpretation of having lived a good life is too tightly dependent upon them. So let's go back to the prompt. What are the few real goods? Well, Rome's greatest orator, Cicero, began to answer this when he used the expression, it was summum bonum, which means the highest good, that which we are supposed to be aiming for in this life. So for the Stoics, the answer to summum bonum was virtue, and that in life, all situations, good or bad, presented an opportunity to respond with virtue. And if we did so, then everything else would follow. Happiness, meaning, contentment, honor, love. So Cicero went on to say, the man who has virtue is in need of nothing whatsoever for the purpose of living well. Now, virtue is not a word that we commonly use in today's modern vernacular, so it's helpful to define it a bit further. For the Stoics, there were 4 virtues to pursue. And as Marcus Aurelius writes to himself, here is a way to think about what the masses regard as being good. If you would first start by setting your mind upon things that are unquestionably good, wisdom, self-control, justice, and courage, with this preconception, you'll no longer be able to listen to the popular refrain that there are too many good things to experience in a lifetime. All right, so let's review the 4 quickly. Wisdom. Wisdom informs action, the ability to separate externals beyond our control from our own choice. Number 2, self-control or temperance. This is that tranquility is achieved through moderation. Moderation of desires, unchecked emotions, material possessions. Number 3, courage. To resist and persist. To view the obstacle as the way. To face misfortune. To live your truth. And number 4, justice. Not just in the legal interpretation, but more broadly in governing all of our interactions with our fellow humans and our community. Understanding sympatheia, that interdependence of all beings and the common bonds that we share. So if we remember summum bonum, if we keep these 4 virtues, wisdom, self-control, courage, and justice at the forefront of our thoughts, and then let them guide our behaviors, we'll find that life can be beautifully simple. And simplicity is a wonderful tool for unpredictability, and life is unpredictable. Therefore, these virtues are where we should focus, and the rest will take care of itself. Have a great day.